Today I'm going to be going over all the services provided by All Aspects Training. There's a description and cost sheet for all of these services located in the Services tab of the Discord. All you need to do to see that is put this green check mark right here saying you are interested in receiving training and nutrition services. First thing I'm going to be going over is when an athlete wants to start training. First, when an athlete expresses interest in training with me, I will send them to the training intro sheet. Here I'll get an understanding of what their goals are, what they want from the training, and any information that I need to start making a training plan for them. Little things I'll be going over is your physical output from your job. Say you're a construction worker, say you're on your feet all day from your job, or you're sitting at a desk all day. These are all things that can go into the thought process of making your plan. Next, your lifestyle. Say you drink a lot, you don't sleep very well, you're going out all the time, or maybe you chill a lot, maybe you aren't going out. Anything you can put there that gives me an understanding of how you live. How many days a week you can train, what days of the week you want to train, any equipment you have available in your gym, whether it's squat rack, bench press, cardio equipment, any machines that you have as well. The amount of years you've been lifting, where you found your trainer, what your fitness goals are, something good that to give any single client so they stay focused on what they want to do, and it gives them something to work towards. Any reoccurring aches and pains, whether your shoulder hurts when you're benching, your knee hurts, your low back hurts, anything that I could get some information on when making your plan. The date you would like to start training, and any other information, such as if you're a power lifter, competitions that are coming up, any injuries that you'd like me to know about, anything you could think of that wasn't listed above. After that, I will send them an athlete intro where I'll be able to get some beginning intro pictures and beginning intro numbers on squat, bench, and deadlift. This is to be able to track your progress and see where you can go. The next thing I'll be going over is the strength training. The first thing you need to know about strength training is how I do it. This is through the RPE rating system. RPE stands for Rating of Perceived Exertion. This is an intensity measure to make sure you're not going too hard in the gym every single day. This is necessary for you to get the best results. You need to be on a progressive plan that starts off very light and allows you to learn the movements, and you get heavier and heavier and heavier as the plan goes on. RPE is a 1 to 10 scale, 10 meaning you failed or it was extremely hard, 9 meaning you could do 1 more rep, 8 meaning you could do 2 more reps, 7 meaning you could do 3 more reps, and so on. So right here is an example when I say squat for 2 sets of 6 at RPE 6. This means after completing a set of 6, you could have still done 4 more reps. So you could have done a total of 10 reps in this set, but you only do 6 to manage your fatigue and make sure you're not lifting too much. The next thing I will be going over is the days I set for you to lift. Right here, day 1 is on Friday, day 2 is Saturday. So the day 1 lift, which is listed here, will be on Friday, day 2 is on Saturday. This allows me to tell you what days you need to rest, maybe add some cardio in on certain days. So each day is listed throughout the whole program with weights or RPEs listed, maybe sometimes both, depends on the type of training. For this client I set, here's an example, squat for 2 sets of 6 at RPE 6. So this means he picks the weight up to that RPE. So he found out that he did a weight of 115 for RPE 6, and he did this 2 times. So he completed a squat for a set of 6 at 115, and his RPE was 6, so he could have done 4 more reps after he completed the set. This is the athlete feedback section where I can see everything you're lifting, ensuring you're not going too heavy, and be able to make adjustments in your plan from week to week or every month. After you complete an entire lift, you will paste your video link right here for me to go over. This is his whole week of training where I can see his form on all his lifts to ensure he's doing everything right, ensure safety, and ensure he's doing everything the right way for him to gain strength and size and to reduce injury. So there's either 2 options with the strength plan. You can either go with monthly training or weekly training. Weekly training is where you'll receive a new plan every single week, so the intro plan, and then he fills out all this information here, and then I'll send out week 1 of the plan, and then he fills out all this information here. This allows for the most on-site from your coach, and make sure you're doing everything right, lifting the right amount of weight, and having a very high-level overview. Or you can do monthly training, where I'll send out a plan every 4 weeks. You'll have less oversight from your coach, but you still get a plan every 4 weeks. It is cheaper and a more value option, but it's less oversight. I'd recommend this for anyone who's training in person, say every day, or maybe they train in person for week 1, week 3, and week 5. But anyone who's online, it is very beneficial for them to be doing the weekly programming. For any powerlifters, since it is something you need to check the weights every week to ensure they are not going too heavy. Or anyone just starting. It's also good to have that weekly plan. If you want to look at the prices, you can go into the services section of the Discord and see the cost of all the services. The next thing I'll be going over is the nutrition services I offer. The first thing I'll do when starting nutrition with a client is figure out how in depth they want to go when they start. Something I like to do when someone first starts is tracking their meals every day instead of tracking all their calories. This allows me to understand how much they're eating or if they're eating enough of certain foods. Say they aren't eating enough protein, I can see that from what you eat every day. Say you're not eating any fruits or vegetables, I can see that from what you're eating every day. Then when people want to get more advanced into it and see, say they want to gain weight or lose weight, they can start tracking their calories. You can find your maintenance calories by checking your weight every single day in the morning, and then tracking your calories every single day. This allows us to find out how many calories you need to eat for you to maintain the weight you're at. So then after that, we decide on your goals. Are you trying to lose weight, gain weight, or maintain the weight you're at and gain muscle? There is a certain amount of protein, carbs, and fat you should be eating for those certain plans. So when it gets more advanced, I could have someone track all their food every day, and then tell me how much protein they're eating a day, and then their body weight. And then once someone decides they want to go all the way into it, they start tracking their weights every day and all the food, all of the macros they are eating. This allows me to get the most oversight and for you to get the best results. However, some people it is very time consuming. Lastly, something I can go over is the ratings. Satiety is a hunger rating, 1 out of 5, as you can see up here. All of these will be out of 5 being very good, 1 being very bad. 5 meaning on this rating that they are very full throughout the day and they are satisfied by what they're eating. 1 meaning they are not satisfied and are very hungry throughout the day. 1 would be starving. Next thing I have them fill out is, are they training on certain days? This allows me to set maybe some days they eat more food because they're training and it's very intense. The next rating of 1 out of 5 is perceived recovery. From the previous day of lifting, how do you feel? Are you extremely tired? Are you very sore? This is something you'll put in here, say how well you recovered. Next is energy levels, 1 out of 5. How do you feel that certain day from what you are eating? 5 being very good, 1 being very bad. Next is training performance, 1 out of 5. That day, do you feel like you have enough energy to get through your entire training session and lift the weight you should be able to lift? And then lastly is notes. Any notes you have, whether you drank that night, whether you had a late breakfast, like you said here, and that made him very tired. That is all the services I provide. If you'd like to see any of the prices on these things, go in the Discord and look at the cost sheet. But besides that, anyone who's training in person, you can use these sheets as well. If you're training in person every single day, you do not have to pay for a sheet. You will have one made for you. However, if you want to have access to your training plan and train outside of the gym, then you pay for a custom training plan as well. That is all. Thank you guys.